Hey everyone, this is Rob,
And Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape.
Me. Merp.
All
Merp.
right, so this week up on the docket, actually a light week
Yeah, very light week.
compared to recent times. So we're going to be starting
All the
off.
recent 2-hour episodes.
Yeah, so we're going to be starting off with our typical updates, what we've been up to this week on our accounts, and then we'll be going right into this week's update, which is Pride 2024.
Happy Pride.
Yeah, there is literally nothing else.
They talk about a little bit else.
Yeah, well, I
But-
mean, as far as other blogs, there's
Yeah.
only one blog.
Yeah, usually there's like 4, so
Yeah,
light week.
yeah. So we'll be going over that and then finishing off with our typical Q&A. Feel free to participate in the Q&A however you want by asking questions in any of our socials or in our question section on our discord.gg/boonvape, where we have a question section.
Yeah.
You can also ask in general and stuff like that too. But yeah, but before we get into all that super cool stuff, Michelle, how's it going?
It's going well. I am officially like a week into working and I'm tired all the time. And I literally cried the other day and I was like, I'm just so tired. I don't understand. I haven't had a full-time job other than streaming since 2020. So you could think I'm a baby, but you also have to realize like it's kind of stupid how much we have to work to live. I don't know.
You are a baby.
I haven't had to take any calls yet, but we're supposed to tomorrow, and I'm very scared for it. Last night, I dreamt that I was making phone calls, and people kept hanging up on me, and in one of them, they were harassing me after. But anyway, I haven't been playing as much RuneScape because of that. My streams have been like an hour to like an hour 45 minutes, except for Friday, I streamed for like 5 hours. So stop by Friday if you're going to be later, twitch.tv/Bunebape. I have gotten a couple things this week, though. So I was doing Tina's bingo. Our team got second place. I still haven't gotten our winnings. I don't even know how much we got. But this is kind of funny. I'm going to make a short of it. But I will have to poke fun at myself so people aren't mean. We're doing next. There was like...
Oh, yeah.
There was like 4 of us at next, 5 of us at next. I don't know how much stuff is. But anyway, we did next. We're in a private instance. I died. I came back. We're all like, all right, Ray, let's go. Went into public instance, and by the time I went back to go into private instance, they'd already started. So I left. Went to go get the KC again. Was waiting in the lobby after getting my KC, and they got a Torva plate body. And they literally pity gave me a split because they felt bad that I had been wasting all my time getting KC like 3 times or something.
Yeah, free money.
Yeah, so I got 95 mil from just being a
Existing.
silly Billy who can't
From
do
literally,
next.
yeah, literally just existing.
I've done next before. I have like a couple hundred KC probably. Maybe 100 KC.
Yeah, sure.
It's stupid because you just chug brews the entire time, and I've been doing this very bad thing where I can't blow health lately. And next is not the place to do that. It's not a good idea. So, yeah, got 95 mil.
Yeah, I don't know why you do that. Like, I don't know why.
I'm blaming subs. Subs used to do it all the time, and I was like, that's so annoying. Like, you might die and screw us all over. And now I've started doing it.
Yeah, I don't know what began this, but yeah, camping low health is usually not the move.
Yeah, and it's kind of annoying to everyone else, so sorry. I've died in some dumb ways recently because of that. I died at Maiden before, and Wraith was like, why didn't you just drink your brews? You have so many brews. And I'm like, because it's Maiden, I shouldn't have to drink brews. That was my logic.
Well, I mean, you could say that if
I
you're
needed to.
like the best player or something. I don't
You
even
could say
know.
that if you survive the room, but I
Yeah.
still died because I kept running to like every puddle in the room.
Yeah, I was like, if you typically don't take much damage there, then I guess that would make sense.
Some
but
are like so clean, but that one obviously was not.
yeah.
But yeah, and then and like an hour after Bingo ended, we did a CM. It was my 107 CM, and I got Dragonhair Crossbow in my name.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
It's actually a good drop.
Yeah, I think it was, I feel like it was like 20 mil each or something. I didn't write it down for some reason. That was a mistake. And also, I don't even remember at what point this was. I think it was during the bingo. Someone got a Dex, and that was another 5 mil. So I've actually made like a decent amount of money this week. I've barely done any Scurrius. I've done like 25. I've been so tired. Like, I haven't even been editing shorts. So I have shorts scheduled or like edited through July, but I'm kind of worried about after that. So hopefully I adjust to being working soon.
Yeah, pretty good.
I think that's about it. So, how are you?
Pretty good. I honestly was playing a decent amount.
You
Not a
played
not
more
a
than me this
ton.
week, maybe.
Well, I mean,
Since
okay, we're
Sunday.
not counting AFK time, but
We should because I haven't been AFKing.
yeah, I've been able to kind of AFK. I've been like super busy at work, so I haven't been AFKing as much as I wanted to, but I was able to AFK a little bit yesterday. I did day alt essence. Oh, what did I do on Monday? Oh,
Fishing?
I did
Cooking?
agility.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've said that you got 77 rune crafting.
yeah. So I got 77 this weekend. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to. I guess I should
That was
update
a
that.
big accomplishment. And all
Yeah.
your drops from Guardians of the Rift.
Yeah, so I went from 69
Nice.
rune crafting to 77 um, from Friday to Sunday morning, I think is what
Yeah,
it
you
took.
were no lifing that.
Yeah, I got around like 700,000 XP, which is pretty good considering you only make around 40,000 per hour
It's a lot of hours.
at the best. So I got that. I got all. I ended up at the very end getting up all of the drops except for the needle
And the pet.
and the pet. But yeah, so I have the full outfit now, and I even was able to dye it triple blue.
Yeah, I've still never gone to die, and he got 3 blue dyes only. Like, not
Yeah,
even other ones. I don't understand.
yeah, that's a 1 out of 1,200 3 times.
Yeah, for a specific color. What the heck?
So that was pretty cool. Yeah, so I got my rune crafting up a bunch, and then I honestly haven't done anything with that because I was like, oh, if I want to farm bloods, I don't want to do Zaya. I want to do the True Blood altar, so I actually
Hmm.
went and did Sins of the Father after that.
That one was annoying, yeah.
That was kind of annoying, but surprisingly, it only took me like I think 5 tries to kill it with like
Hmm.
really scuffed gear.
Yeah, like rune armor or something.
No, I was wearing a d'hide top and a d'hide
Oh, yeah,
bottom.
you're wearing D-Hide.
Yeah, so it was definitely not the best gear. I mean, I was wearing a dueling ring, so you know that's just we
That's
just
best in slot, I think.
yeah we haven't been to DKs, so that's just what I did. But it worked out, so I got that unlocked, and then that's why I finished agility. I got to 74, which I need for the True Blood altar as well.
Yeah.
So I got that.
So many steps for blood runes.
Well, I mean, you don't
The
technically
way
have
you wanted to
to.
do it.
Yeah, I mean, technically, if I wanted to get to 93 agility, I need that for the True Blood altar.
We just do the easier one.
Yeah, not
I'm
doing
not even
that.
93.
Not doing that anytime soon. So I did a little bit of that. I don't even remember what else I did. I AFK'd something else. Fishing, maybe. I know I did fishing today, but anyways, on Tuesday, I did. What's it called? What did I do? What did I AFK?
Yesterday
Oh,
was Tuesday.
yeah, Dale Essence.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like, I don't know. I was
this
tired.
this is like maybe like a PSA for people because I didn't know this about farming Dale Essence. So I farmed Dale Essence, which is whatever, not a big deal. You're just mining and then that's it, and then you just mine every minute. But the thing that I didn't know is that Dale Essence you can actually combine it with something else I didn't know,
Oh,
which is that the Orania teleport or the Orania altar, the rune altar.
that's what we did yesterday. You did Lunar Isles.
Yeah, I did Lunar Isles, or Lunar Diplomacy.
Yeah.
Um, Orania altar because the runes are random. Also, you can go there at any level. I didn't know that,
Yeah.
but you can go there at any level, and the altar gives you for every rune you get. You know, if you get an air, a law, blood, doesn't matter. It'll give you 170% of the XP value. So, for instance, a blood is a little over 10 XP. So
Hmm.
it'll give you a little over 17 XP whenever you get a blood.
That's nice.
But you can combo that with the plus 50% from Dale Essences for 220%. So you'll get over 22 blood or experience per blood, which is almost as much, if not like pretty much the same amount as if you were to do bloods at the Zaya altar, anyways.
But wouldn't you potentially get other runes? You'd be wasting Dale on like elemental even.
That's true, but it's still one of the higher.
Still adds up.
It's still one of the like. Okay, if we remove the amount of time you're AFKing at Dale essences, because assuming there's just no other option,
Hmm.
it's like that or fishing, then we won't take that into account. So it's if you just do Orania ZMI with Dale, it can be up to like 110,000 XP an hour
Oh my gosh.
for rune crafting, which is insane. I mean, that's, crazy, crazy fast. That's like, I mean, not as fast as, I think that's as fast as, or, getting close to lavas.
Oh, ew. I haven't thought about lavas in so long.
Yeah, I
Gross.
never ran lavas, but I thought lavas were like 90K.
If you have like an alt there who
No,
like runs stuff for
even
you.
without an alt. If you have an alt, I think it's a lot faster
I
to
did it
run
without and I
lavas.
was getting like barely anything, but I was also getting so tired every time I did it. I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it's funny. That used to be a problem at ZMI for a long time, but they actually made it so you can't trade inside of ZMI.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Yeah, because oh my god, can you imagine how easy that would be?
yeah, that'd be really fast. But no, yeah, if you have any runners at lavas, I think it's way faster. But I haven't looked into this, so obviously I'm probably wrong. But um, yeah, so that was pretty cool. I got quite a few things done, and then I did a bit of fishing today, karambwans. Shout out to the Ironman, if you know, you know. I think I have fished around 20,000
Crumblongies or crumbons?
karambwans. I fished 100,000 karambwanji.
Oh my god, what's your fishing level?
It's only
5.
77, almost a little over halfway to 78.
It's really not that high.
No, it's not.
It's devastating.
Yeah, very, very slow. Besides that, though, I don't really have anything else to update on. Like I said, I did a few quests and stuff like that.
I love that you have more to update than me. I feel like early to mid game, there's more cool stuff to update. For me, it's now someone has to get purple for me to update.
Yeah.
Or the rare occasion I level.
The next thing I AFK is probably going to be NMZ.
Oh yeah, so get your combat up.
Yeah, because it'll get my combat up, and also I still need to imbue my black mask, which I'll. It's this is so funny. One of my lowest skills is Slayer, so I can't even make a Slayer helm yet.
Oh.
I'm like a little over 59, and you need to be 60 to make a Slayer helm.
Can you boost?
You can make a Slayer helm, but I don't think you can wear it, or it's like you can't make it until you're 60, or you can't wear it till you're 60. I forgot what it was.
Okay.
But yeah. Either way, I'll do it eventually.
Yeah, then you can be strong and then you can go get good rings from DKs with Alfresco.
Yeah, it's not like it really matters. I'm pretty sure it just gives you the armor of like a rune helm or something like that, so you can still imbue your mask and then combine that, and it'll. I think if you have a imbued mask, it'll combine to make an imbued helmet, but I need to double check that.
Did you get the black mask yourself or did Alfresco?
Alfresco got it.
Okay, I was gonna say it's funny that you grinded that when you were high enough level.
No, Alfresco,
Okay.
Alfresco grinded that.
Alfresco is the other person in the GIM, and they also got a whip this week too,
They did.
which is huge. They had to boost their Slayer
Yo,
or something.
It's so weird because the day after, so Alfresco in the group ate a wild pie, and within the length of the wild pie, killed 4 Abbey demons and got a whip.
So lucky.
And they don't have any more pies. They got it from an impling. And it's funny because the day after, someone posted on Reddit and they were like, yo, check this out or something like that. And they had like an inventory of pies thinking it would take a long time, but they got it in also 4 KC.
It was Alfresco's.
I know. If I didn't see all the pies in their inventory, I would have thought it was Alfresco.
Usually to get your level high enough to make more pies, Alfresco could get you a whip too.
I looked into it and it's...
Is it high?
One, we decided it's not worth it because Alfresco, I don't think it's worth them grinding it, even if we had a bunch of pies. But it's not that high. It's like 83 or something like that. So I could get...
Okay.
I have the XP banked. I could get it if I wanted to. But we decided it's not worth it because you also have to kill... You have to get bear meat, you have to get chompy meat, and you have to get there's like another thing, I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it might be easier to just get up your Slayer.
Yeah, it's
especially
because
like the RNG, you never know. You got so spoon once, you could go so dry for the second.
Yeah, exactly. So that could be like a really long grind and also a lot of supplies and experience and stuff like that. So it's just not worth it.
Okay, fair.
But yeah, that's it. I guess the only thing I have to bring up this week from the community updated stuff is actually not even really like a community update, but I did think it was a pretty good question.
Again, the picture of me after my wisdom tooth surgery. Why is that just the automatic picture?
I don't know.
So
But
weird.
yeah, so this is kind of a question that we'll go into. This is part of one of the changes for this week, but
Okay.
it was a question that I thought was worth asking, and I figured I would ask you and
Sure.
see what you thought about it. Especially with the new elemental weaknesses and stuff like that.
Just still haven't really tried out.
So someone is saying that their opinion is that Fire Surge having a base max hit of 24 at level 95 magic is the problem, not Flames of Zamorak.
I mean, that is kind of a weirdly low hit considering how high magic. But
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
can it be boosted depending on your gear? I'm
well, yeah,
guessing.
everything can be boosted,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, for example, I mean, I think like an Ivan's Blast is 16. So the fact that you can go from like practically no requirement to having pretty much the highest mage in game and it only going up by 6 or 8.
Yeah. No, that is weird for sure. I wonder if there's a way to affect the base without making it like mega boosted whenever you're wearing gear, you know?
Yeah.
Because whenever you're wearing gear, I think it does hit pretty hard.
Yeah, but they're saying, for example, Ice Barrage, right?
Yeah.
Ice Barrage hits multiple enemies, and it freezes them also for 20 seconds, has a lower requirement at 94, and a max hit of 30.
Why does Ice Barge have a higher max hit?
Yeah,
Okay, that's kind of weird.
yeah,
I think it's just because it's the ancient spellbook, I guess. But
yeah.
that's still
It's weird, right?
strange.
Because this obviously all of these conversations this week, for anyone that has been hiding under a rock, we'll talk about this later as well. Is that Flames of Zamorak for the past 7 years, based on a mod's answer, has been identified and registered as a flame spell.
Never
Even
mattered
though,
until now.
yeah, none of the other spells that are god spells are registered as anything elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Only this one is. And so people were using it to get really fast kill times because it was just like by far the best bang for the buck spell.
I think we mentioned it last week too, and I was like, it's probably gonna get nerfed. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert, it got nerfed.
Yeah, luckily, I think it was kind of generous of them. They didn't nerf it until this update, so you had a full week to take
Mm-hmm.
advantage of it, and people were. I mean, people were getting really, especially in Iron Man. They were posting a lot about this because it was on par competition wise with the Shadow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like if you went to Zulra this past week and you had a Shadow or someone was using
Oh,
the
because Zulrah
standard
has a max hit that you can hit. You can only hit 50.
They both have a max hit, but also Zora is weak to fire, not Shadow.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm not saying Shadow is a Shadow weapon,
Yeah, but
but
it's specifically weak to fire.
yeah, it's specifically extremely weak to fire. So
Everyone grounded out this week.
yeah, people were pretty much hitting or getting close to hitting the cap. Actually, I think no, they were just straight up hitting the damage cap
Which
on
is 50.
which is 50 on Zulra with the Flames of Zamorak, which is on the standard spellbook, costs less, and doesn't cost 1.5 billion GP using the regular Zamorak staff or whatever. So a lot of people were enjoying that, and now that it's gone, people are saying like the problem isn't that it's like it was so good. The problem is that the standard spells are just so bad.
Yeah, Fire Surge should be better if this random god one was better than it used to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Like it is a 95 requirement. It's one of the highest requirements of anything that has a requirement in the whole game.
yeah, I think it should be like the same as barraging, to be honest.
Yeah, someone was suggesting, they're saying that if you bumped everything up, so Fire Blast went from 16 to 17, Wave went from 20 to 23, and then Surge went from 24 to 28. So not a huge bump for all of these things.
Yeah.
Um, they're saying if you did that, then for example, Wave would hit 34 on Zulra, whilst the Surge would hit 42.
Okay.
So I mean that seems fairly reasonable. And as like an Iron Man, I'll probably never use Surge ever because I mean
As it is now.
a lot of other people made a good point. The difference between Wave and Surge right now in general just isn't that high considering the cost of a Wave is 1 blood.
I think people just use Surge at Chambers for Ice Demon. That's like it.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how I feel about changing the max hits on the others, though. That would make things like too good
yeah.
earlier. But the max one, I think, or the highest level one should be maybe more.
Yeah, maybe
I
more.
don't know how hard it hits while wearing gear though, so I don't know if it's actually like really busted.
Okay. Well, yeah. I just figured I'd bring that up. It was kind of an interesting thing. Let us know what you guys think. Should they increase the damage of fire surge?
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
put a
so.
little poll on Spotify or let us know on YouTube.
Besides that, though, the mod team has had like they had like a live Q&A. This actually happened last week. I just forgot to mention. They had a
You did
live.
mention it last week.
No, this is the AMA.
Oh, you did. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they had like a live Q&A like Discord stage, I think it was, like a week ago about sailing. So I think their stuff is still up there on the Discord, so feel free to join. Besides that, though, the only other thing is that last week also I forgot to mention that they did confirm that while Gothic sleeps, will actually not be releasing with the additional prayers.
Are we getting additional prayers for sure?
We apparently I think we are getting additional prayers, the the 4 extra prayers.
Oh, the Guthix rebalance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant ruin his powers. I was like,
No,
what?
no, no. No, so for anyone that
I
misremembered like
forgot.
Michelle, they did poll us getting 4 extra prayers.
Yeah, it was like God alignment prayers.
Yeah, for each god alignment, starting off with Guthix, but it's not going to be coming out with Guthix. And some people were like mildly, perturbed because it's kind of a lightweight Grandmaster quest
Okay.
because of that. I mean,
Oh, like the rewards.
the only thing it unlocks is the ability to farm, demon weapons.
I feel like a good reward would just be whenever the spells or the prayers are released, you have to have this quest done.
Well, yeah, I think
Like
that's
retroactive.
I think they're saying like for the time being,
Yeah.
the rewards feel pretty lightweight.
That's fair, but like then it would be too good if
Yeah.
it did come out later.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Though.
I totally forgot those prayers even existed. I'm not gonna lie. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Well, I think most people have.
Whoops.
Anyways, though, that's it for the community stuff and our updates. We can move on to the actual game update for this week, which is
Yeah.
Pride 2024.
Yeah, so Pride has returned to old school RuneScape, bringing with it a heartwarming, not worming, event to enjoy. These events are a way of supporting our LGBTQIA plus players and the wider community. So wear your colors with pride as you dive into our latest event. I have not done this yet. I did look up the rewards just so we know what they look like. And Robert, for your reference, they're in the next 2 tabs so you could see whenever I get to it. But yeah, haven't done it yet. But let me read what it's about. Sorry, he was looking at the rewards. So, your journey begins north of Aldor, where you'll find Kit Breaker and a frankly unworkable amount of luggage. Kit has big dreams of becoming a white knight, but they need your help to get there. This year, you'll have 4 whole weeks to help him discover their true calling and embrace what makes him special.
And if he ever does become a knight, he will be Circuit Breaker.
What? Why?
Sir Kit Breaker.
That's why they did it. I thought it was so weird. Oh, wait, that's pretty funny. Circuit Breaker.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Dude, for a second, you said Circuit Breaker, and I just saw how Breaker was the last name, and I was like, Circuit's not a title? Like, what does that mean?
I like trying to figure out those names. The one that
The
had me stumped, and I actually had to look it up, was Amic Vars.
Amic Vars. Amic Vars.
Yeah, this one's tough.
Wait, I don't get it. Amic Var. Amic. Is it like an English thing? Because there's a couple that are English ones.
It says if you say it in a rhotic.
What does rhotic mean?
It's part of linguistics. So if you say it in like a rhotic fashion, it sounds like ceramic vase.
Ain't no way. Oh, you didn't say the sir part.
Well, you should know it's a sir.
I forgot. Sir Amic Vars.
Ceramic vase.
Vase.
Yeah.
So English. That's definitely English.
Exactly.
You have to have it.
Yeah. So I was all like, okay, I never would have got that.
Yeah, someone told me that actually. I forgot about because I remember reading it and I was like, this doesn't sound like these.
Yeah.
Anyway, along with the fuzzy feeling of having helped someone in need, you'll also be rewarded with a colorful new cape and a snazzy Pride crown shirt. Like the other Pride rewards, you can customize with the colors of several different Pride flags, and of course, they match the rewards from previous years. And if you missed out any of the rewards from previous years, don't panic. As with any OSRS event, you can claim your rainbow goodies from Diego and Draenor or from Gilbert west of Arok. What do you think of the rewards?
I think they're ugly.
They're ugly! I think the shirt's cute. The shirt's kind of cute. The capes are ugly. They should have just been flags.
Yeah,
They're
the
like,
capes are really ugly.
okay, for example, like the pansexual one, its colors are pink, yellow, and blue. The cape is blue and then has a heart with a pink stripe, a yellow stripe, and a blue stripe. Oh my god. Oh my god. They
Yeah.
should just make them flags.
I don't know. It looks kind of weird.
It's kind of like the rainbow tie, you know? That thing is so ugly. It's not cute.
That's kind of crazy you would say that.
You know it's not.
Anyways.
The other shirt's kind of cute.
Yeah, I mean, they don't show it here on the patch notes. You have to actually go look it up. But essentially, it's like the shirt that they're selling in real life.
Which we'll talk about soon.
It's just a black shirt with a rainbow crown on it.
Yeah, it's really cute. I like the in real life shirt, so I like this. But
Yeah.
the cape is not that cute.
The rainbow cape is pretty ugly.
I wish that was just. Do you know what I mean though? Like if it was just a flag, like cape draped over your shoulders.
Yeah, I don't really care what it looks like. I just generally like items that I could
They're not
see
ugly.
being used as fashion.
Are any of the colors fashionscape looking? The gay one is kind of cute.
I was thinking this one might be.
Oh, the pansexual one. That's one I made fun of.
Yeah.
Click the gay one at the bottom of the list. That one's kind of cute.
No.
Oh, it's like teal. Two different teals, white, blue.
Maybe
Okay, actually,
this
the trans
one.
ones is kind of cute.
Yeah, at least it matches like
Is this
other
the
pink
only
stuff.
pink cape in the game,
I
other than
mean,
clan ones?
yeah, probably.
Yeah, that one's cute.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because like you're stuck with the background color, you know?
No, pink one's not even here.
Yeah, they didn't even put the pink one.
Yeah.
They just put the not as cute ones.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're fine. I'm not homophobic.
Anyways, that's it for the actual update this week. They have some other stuff though.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there is in-game merch and stuff like that. March.
This one's Marches.
Same thing. So there's an in-game March. If you're listening to this, you've missed it already. It's June 6th. Everyone should know it's the day after they come out with
Everyone
the update.
should know it's at the worst time that I could never make it.
Yeah, between 1700 BST and 1800 BST.
So what, like 11 a.m. noon?
No, it's yeah. Wait.
Yeah, 11 to noon.
Yeah, 11 to
So
noon.
I'll be working.
Oh,
Dang.
I was thinking our time.
No, I actually would have been able to make it at home this year.
Yeah.
The 1 year, oh my god, they just don't want me to get a job.
Wait, would you have?
Yeah, at noon, I'd be awake. I think every other year it's been early as I've been asleep.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, they usually do it in the morning.
that's literally biphobic, I think.
Yeah. They say, anyways, though, if you are interested in what the march was, it'll set off from Gilbert's Flower Patch near Varrock to take part, rock up at the start point, and walk with everyone else. There's going to be J-mods, and they always turn into crazy monsters and stuff like
That's
that.
why I always want to see it. I've never seen it in game.
So you'll go from there through the Grand Exchange, Varrock, Mistlin, most of Mistlin,
Yeah.
including Lumbridge, as well as Draenor, down through Port Sarum, Remington, and finishing off in the party room.
Cute.
So yeah, pretty cool. But it's already over.
Do
Maybe
read
this
that.
year the J mods will all remember to follow it.
I wonder where they went last year.
Yeah, they probably just sat in like one place or
Oh,
something.
what's also nice is they said that they're gonna have who are they called? Like scroll up a little bit. I'm sorry. Back up to where we just were in the marches. They said that they're gonna have people there. I don't remember where I read it. They're gonna have people there just deleting any hateful stuff, which
Yeah,
is nice.
They didn't say that here.
Yeah, they said it somewhere. Maybe it was on Twitter. I don't know. But yeah, because I've already seen a few replies to tweets that are annoying.
Who would have thought? Anyways,
thought?
speaking of Pride, we do have a live stream and a t-shirt giveaway, which will also have been missed by the time you hear this, but it is on June 6th.
The live stream might be whenever I'm on my break because I want this shirt.
Wow. Yeah, I'd recommend checking out the shirt. You'll probably be able to buy it at some point. So if you aren't able to win it, then maybe just buy it.
Yeah.
They say that we want everyone to feel safe and included during the event.
Oh, there we go.
So they're going to have moderators that will just moderate any intimidation or harassment. They also will have the live stream at 16:30 BST, and that's when they will begin the march, and
Cool.
as well as the giveaway.
Yay, cute. Okay, wait, my time must have been wrong then. I'm definitely working.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Also,
Now
the
into the merch.
yeah, this is the merch that they were talking about. So you can get the Pride T-shirt, which, like I said, is a rainbow crown on the front left
Yeah,
badge of your shirt.
it's just the outline is rainbow, which I think makes it look cooler. It looks
Yeah,
like those things. Did you ever do whenever you're little, like the black papers, and whenever you draw on them, it's rainbow colors?
I saw it, but I wasn't rich, so I didn't have it.
It was at my school. My school ended up having to have a parent come in to teach art because they couldn't pay an art teacher anymore. I forgot about that. That was kind of weird.
Huge. If you do like the look of this shirt and you end up buying it, they're actually going to
Be donating.
be donating. So it says that the t-shirt not only make you look good on the outside, but also feel good on the inside, as proceeds will go to charity. 5% are going to cover admin and fulfillment costs. But
The rest is going to
yeah,
go to AKT.
the rest is, yeah, getting donated to AKT, a national charity that specializes in working with young LGBTQIA plus people who are homeless or at risk, or just live in hostile environments.
Cute.
So yeah, it'll be in the merch store right now until July 3rd. So you have pretty much an entire month to buy it if you so choose. And you can also check out the charity that they're donating to.
Yeah,
and
you don't have to buy a shirt if you don't like it.
Yeah, you can just donate a full like $50, and that would do way more than buying the shirt.
True.
But
Do it, I dare you.
yeah, do both if you want to support as well.
Yeah.
And the shirt is £25.
It's not that bad.
Not bad at all. And it's a pre-order, so I wouldn't expect to get it for a few months.
You know what I'm excited for is whenever Mitchie Fox puts out a Pride line soon. I think they're going to do it next week or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Right in time for my first paycheck. Let's go.
Yeah, so the end date for pre-orders is July 3rd, so you probably won't get it for a few months after July 3rd.
Oh, that's kind of lame because I was like, what if I got it and I could like cut in a crop top for Pride? Dang.
Not even close.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be
You will
here.
probably get it in like September.
It might say on the website to be fair, but yeah.
Yeah.
Don't count on it.
All right, so we are back. It's the
Hi.
second day.
It's Thursday.
It is the next day.
I have
And,
nothing.
Yeah, we don't really have any updates.
You know?
I did some fishing.
Okay.
That was it.
I was gonna say, you know what's actually funny is we sat down to record an hour ago and then ended up playing this random game on Opera.
Yeah, like Opera, whenever you open a new tab, it'll like auto suggest like obviously old tabs that you've already opened before and also like random games. And there's a game, what's it called?
It was like Uber
Uber
Cat
Cat.
Overdrive.
Yeah.
We literally played it and beat it.
Yeah.
It was
It's-
cute.
It's a very short game.
It is
but,
a very
yeah,
short game,
It's kind
but
of cool. You like meow and get cat food and you get stronger.
yeah, we won't say how strong you get, but it's thinking back to the beginning, you change a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cute little game. If you want to play a free game on,
Yep.
why not? Whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't have any updates besides Uber Cat Overdrive. And
I haven't logged in.
yeah, I just did. I didn't even really AFK today. I just did some Karam ones for like an hour. Oh, actually, I did like an hour of Nightmare Zone, so I actually have enough for like a full inventory, so I can do that sometime this weekend. Because I still need to imbue
Full inventory supplies, by the way.
Yeah, I still need to imbue my
Your Black Slayer?
my Black Mask. Yeah.
Yeah, Black Mask.
Well, eventually Slayer helm, but yeah. But yeah, so that's gonna be it. We can move on to Project Rebalance. This is actually probably the only really interesting stuff from this week. If you're not interested in the event, especially so.
If you're homophobic.
Well, that too.
Also, don't listen to us if you're homophobic.
Yeah. So, anyways, we have some changes and some fixes, obviously, because Project Rebalance did happen last week. So, some stuff regarding that, including the elemental weakness stuff and defense types, have all been changed for range. So, if anyone hasn't been paying attention, there's been a lot of damage changes recently. So, maybe go check that out first. All things considered, though, they do say that they are happy with the results, as I think most people are as well.
Yeah. I don't think I've really seen anyone complain, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. That being said, they still plan to carefully pay attention to balancing over the coming months and hopefully get it right. But there are some small bugs that they're going to go over this week, and they said in their own words, they'll rip the Band-Aid off early. And
So we went over earlier.
Yeah, this is in regards to Flames of Zamorak. For anyone that didn't know, you could use Flames to hit really, really hard because for some reason it counted as a flame spell, even though it shouldn't be.
Yeah, I guess some people might skip the beginning of the podcast. So
Yeah.
no longer a fire spell.
Yeah. It's funny though. I did see someone, and this does make sense. I mean, they're all like, "Yo, why? Forget Flames of Zamrock. Why does the salamander not count as fire? Just like
He's like,
choking a salamander, he's just like breathing fire.
oh my god, are you choking him?
I mean, I
imagine
think
you're
so.
holding him and you're like give him a little pet. You're like, good job, salamander.
Maybe.
I'd like to think that.
Okay. But yeah, so unbeknownst to us, this era has been in the game for about 7 years, and we simply overlooked it until this most recent patch. So this should never happen again, hopefully, fingers crossed. Over to the Fortis Coliseum, though. Apparently, for whatever reason, you had to hit the Fremnik Warbander twice in order to kill him, which is not really intended. And
twice as much as normal.
Yeah, much more makes it the enemy itself much more difficult than
so
normal.
The usual method is once they all spawn in, you immediately like mage the meleeer from far away so he can't hit you at all. So I could see why that'd be very frustrating.
And so they slightly reduced his health from 50 to 48, which seems like not much, but it's enough that you can actually one-shot it now.
Cool. The Elder Mole saw quite a resurgence last week, having displaced the Dragon Warhammer as the best in slot for defense reduction. Everyone, whenever I was doing Chambers, has been bringing Elder Moles, so now I feel lame for having my Dragon Warhammer.
Yeah.
Sadly, this mighty weapon just didn't stack up against the humble utility of the regular hammer. As of this week, you'll be able to use the Elder Maul to ring the gong outside the Vendosian quarter of the God of Ascension and to build and upgrade the chest and chambers of Zarek. Both of which I think we mentioned last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, those actually got added though.
I'm going to be a typical contrarian and say I kind of don't like this change because obviously the Elder Maw, they even say here, is best in slot for damage reduction, but I still think like maybe you should have kept some of the things that make the Dragon Warhammer nice instead of just being like, all right, we're definitely never bringing it now.
I feel like instead of, I mean, not for Galwar Dungeon, but Chambers, there's like a hammer that spawns outside of crabs. There should be a hammer that spawns like somewhere in the raid, every raid as well.
Oh, maybe.
Because it does spawn if you have crabs.
But yeah, I just thought, I was like, oh, cool. At first, whenever I saw people complaining about this, I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess, for if you only have the Dragon Warhammer, or if you're still...
I could still be useful.
Yeah, if you still like using it, you're like, all right, cool, I get to save, space on inventory and just not bring an extra little hammer. But now it's just like, there's no reason to bring the Dragon Warhammer.
Now, if you're bringing Dragon Warhammer, it's obviously just because you can't afford the Elder Maul.
Yeah.
Before you could be like, I just need to build the chest guy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh well, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, they say in our last change before, the usual bunch of smaller fixes, Salarin the Twisted should now respect players' magic level. For whatever reason, it didn't before and didn't count your bolts as bolt spells, so now it should count bolts and strikes and everything like that as the appropriate spell. Cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Most people don't even know who Salarin the Twisted is.
Isn't he the one like wandering near Draenor? Like next to all those other elemental guys? Because I think during Leagues he turns you into like a pig or something.
No, I think he's in like his own little area. So I think you're thinking of someone else.
I don't know. Oh, I might be thinking of someone else.
Yeah, because he's like in his own dungeon.
Oh yeah, this is at the Yanil dungeon court.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he's in his own little area.
I don't know what I'm thinking of. Ooh, 1 out 128 Black Dagger.
Huge. No,
is this gonna be the new Iron Man AFK?
I honestly don't know why people fight him for the Sinister Key, right?
Key?
Yeah, I remember it was like one item. The Sinister Key, which can be used to open the Sinister Chest in the Yanil Agility Dungeon.
Oh,
which
you get herbs.
Drops actually quite a bit of herbs.
Yeah. Wait, and it's always... Okay, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, but the thing is you have to farm him, and he only has a chance to drop the key.
Yeah, it's 1 out of 12.
1 out of 12. I mean, I guess it's okay for Iron Man because he does drop a super defense, which I guess would be like an easy early super defense farm. And besides that,
Snake Grass very rarely.
Yeah, I was like, besides that, I don't know why else you'd farm him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it seems like you either get the key and get what you want, or you don't, and you're sad.
Okay. Oh. I didn't even know that's who he was. I was thinking of an entirely different NPC. So here we go.
Don't worry, most people have never even been into that agility course, let alone
I have, and it always like confuses me for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do think it's funny though. They said, Salarin has refused to apologize, which we suppose is our fault for making him so twisted in the first place. And they referred to him as a dastardly druid.
Very dastard.
You're very dastardly.
Anyways, on to some smaller hotfixes.
Cool. So they removed water weakness from the Revenant Pyre Fiend, since Revenants aren't supposed to inherit their pre-ghost weaknesses. Added 100% fire weakness to his Spori. It's a tree.
Also, I mean, I guess maybe you can have a new best time.
I was wondering if magic would be better than melee now.
Maybe.
Yeah, I should try. Added water weakness to superior worms and wormlings to match their regular sized counterparts. Increased the fire weakness of spiritual creatures in Nexus Prison from 100% to 200%. And then 2 hotfixes. The Tome of Fire now calculates the damage correctly during games of LMS, and the Slurrybrax no longer periodically suffers from a lower max hit.
Yep, there you go.
Love to see it.
Moving on.
Once again, his Spori is like kind of more exciting than the combat stuff.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, especially if you're going for like a Grandmaster or something like that. I mean, those times
I think it's
can
just master,
be...
but it's 36 seconds.
Yeah, it's very, very fast. So the times can be pretty slim. So, I mean, now that... I mean, it's 100% extra accuracy, so you don't have to rely so much on RNG and stuff like that. But we'll see. Maybe it's worth it. You're still going to want to spec melee, though, so I don't know if it's really worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I might try it, though.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe the Nightmare spec is worth it. I'm not sure. Anyways, we can move on to some other news. This is more community-focused news, so we'll just quickly go over real quick. Deadman All-Stars. This is actually something that Solo Mission approached Jagex about, and this is in relation kind of to the announcement of Deadman Armageddon the other week, rather. So I guess it's going to be 30 of the primary content creator. If you know of a content creator, it's probably one of these 30.
If they're a man.
If they're a man.
There's not a single girl in it.
Yeah, it's going to be 6 teams of 5, and
that's 30 people.
It's funny. I think it's funny just because it's all of like the most like typical people that you'd expect. Like none of these people are... Like the newest one that I know of is maybe JCW, just because they did the like I don't know, like I know them from their maxing series, which isn't that old, but most of these people are, you know, extremely well known in the community.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I've always kind of been critical of this, where it's like, I don't know why, or I know why, but it's like I wish they would like include other people, smaller people, not me because I don't like PvP, but you know, other people.
I hate to be that person. No, I don't. But I'm like, you couldn't just have a single woman on it. Come on. I know Grey used to PK.
I mean,
and
I'm
she's
sure
also a big streamer.
I'm sure there's a lot of women that PK in this game. But yeah, it's kind of funny.
That was weird. 30 people, not a single one. I think I saw like a comment from someone, like a different creator. I won't say her name just in case she cares, but she like commented on the YouTube. She's like, not even one token woman.
Yeah, true.
Kind of funny. But this is going to be starting from Friday, June 14th to Saturday, June 22nd. And the finale will be streamed over on the RuneScape Twitch channel, which is kind of a big deal, on Saturday, June 22nd.
Yep. So that's going to be it. If you are interested in PKing content, then maybe go watch it. If not, then... I mean,
yeah, I'm not saying don't watch it because there's no women. I just wish that there was.
I mean, I don't feel bad. I'm not going to watch it. PKing stuff isn't very interesting to me.
Yeah, that's probably why I wouldn't either.
It's really just like someone... It's funny, anytime... And this is not a knock on these people, and even if it was, whatever. But, yeah, like whenever you tune into a PKing stream, it's just like...
I just don't know what's going on.
It's always EDM and them clicking like as fast as humanly possible. And like, I understand the concepts going on, but it's like...
not what you're interested in.
Yeah, I'm not watching
that. That is so true. Why do they always listen like hard style?
Yeah, it's always like crazy music, and like they're not talking to chat, and they're just like clicking like a million like switches, and I'm like, all right, dude, you're a god.
And then you watch my stream, and I'm not talking in chat either, but I'm not doing hard content. I'm farming.
Yeah.
For no reason, just ignoring everyone.
Yeah. And like I said, it's not a knock. That's literally just kind of the stereotypical PKing stream, which is like really funny.
Yeah.
But
that's funny.
Yeah, it's definitely beyond me, and I will never be able to do that.
Yeah, someday maybe I'll want to get some LMS collection log slots, but I honestly hope I go against the bot, so it's faster.
Yeah. But anyways, we have other changes for the rest of us normies that aren't talking about PvP, and these are very, very small changes. The inventory icon for the Gilded Spear now matches the worn item model. Collection log entry for Scorpia now lists the dragon two-handed sword, since she's able to drop them now. Also, it's funny that they list Scorpia here. They were going to revamp Scorpia's drop table like months and months ago, and they just never did.
Are we sure they didn't?
I'm certain they didn't.
Ew.
The animation for adding tips to Dragon Bolts no longer stalls your movement for some reason. And the resting soldier atop Lizardman Canyon can now tell you your Lizardman kill count without having to descend into the canyon just to check.
Nice. Risk-free checking. Easy.
Yeah, I don't really think it was risking before, but yeah.
I don't think it poison you or something.
You're still on the top.
I honestly don't know where he is. I'm not going to lie to you
Oh,
guys.
okay.
Well, it said that having to descend into the canyon. I'm assuming he's like in the middle of the battlefield.
Well, the thing is, there's no way to get out except for like going like all the way around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, merch updates. So last week we had a small section celebrating RuneScape Kingdoms Shadow of Elvarg being shortlisted for the game thing we talked about. We just want to take a moment to thank everyone who voted for us. I didn't because I haven't played. Because Shadow of Elvarg won the People's Choice Award for Best Board Game American Style. We reckon we'll celebrate this session or two, but for now let's see the rest of this week's merch updates. So, RuneScape Kingdoms TTRPG coming to free RPG Day. What a sentence.
Very sentence.
That's got to be one of the sentences.
Yeah, they say if you're interested in RuneScape Kingdoms, the role-playing game, but don't know where to start, then do we have the most exciting news of all time? Free RPG Day
You're
is
hyping
an
up a little too much.
annual event. It takes place on June 22nd. Local gaming stores in the U.S. and worldwide can sign up to participate. So your local
That's cute.
might not actually sign up. So
Please go ask them if you want it.
yeah, that'd be embarrassing.
Yeah, stop. Bring a friend.
But this isn't just for RuneScape. Obviously, if you go there and you're like, I've never played Warhammer, and they are hosting Warhammer for free, you can go check it out because Warhammer is notoriously expensive to get into.
Would you ever go to like one of those little game things? I think Raniel does that.
I think I would if I like only for a game like Warhammer or something like that, where it's like you're investing hundreds or thousands of dollars into little figurines, and I would like just do it to like show off kind of because I would
didn't spend money.
know that I did spend money because like the figurines are the expensive part. So it's like I would roll up and be like, look at my sick team. I don't even know what they do or what they are, but I painted them.
You get into a car crash on the way, minor, but destroys all your figurines.
That would be devastating.
That'd be so sad.
But yeah, I feel like that's exactly what I would do because when I was younger, I collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards and I didn't even know how to play.
Stop it, you thief.
Yeah, I stole Yu-Gi-Oh cards and I didn't even know how to play. I just thought they looked cool, and that's exactly how it would be with Warhammer
too. So funny, and he got caught stealing them.
Yeah. Also, Warhammer is getting like a TV show or a movie done by Henry Cavill. So
Warhammer's? Oh yeah, he was really excited about it, huh?
Yeah.
That'll be me whenever I make my RuneScape movie. Actually, I have no interest in doing that.
No, not even a little bit. But anyways, you can go check out your local store, see if they are able to help you get set up on a session for RuneScape Kingdoms or anything else for free on June 22nd. Make sure to check if they actually participate. And this is for all role-playing games in general. Mm-hmm. But also,
so you could go and play other games too.
Yeah, you can also buy the role-playing game. It's available at your local hobby shop, or they also have an official store for it if you are one of those types of people that want to buy it online.
One of those people.
Yeah, speaking of buying things online, you can also buy the book Gift of Gothics, which we went over before.
I actually do kind of want to read this because I like reading.
Yeah. This is actually the first of 3 novels that they mention here, and it'll be it launched on May 14th. We've already mentioned it in the past, but reviews are in. Obviously, they only picked the good ones to show off, so I'd recommend checking out if those 4 good reviews they have listed here convince you.
The author is already hard at work writing the 3rd novel, so the second one's probably going to be out pretty soon too.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
What if the first one was so poorly rated they never came out with the second one?
No, it says right there. Oh, the second one was written by someone else. We're delighted to announce the second novel we published in early November. RuneScape: The Fall of Halavale is written by Robbie McNiven. Tells the harrowing tale of the God War's greatest conflict. The other book, just for reference, is by Aaron M. Evans. I didn't want to give credit to one author and not the other.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
I think I will want to read that on my Kindle maybe soon. I've just been reading scary stories by Stephen King back to back, so I think I would like be waiting for something scary to happen and get bored right now.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
But that's it.
That's it.
So yeah,
like
we can.
Said, not as much updates this week.
Yeah, not much going on between us and everything else. Just not,
I wonder if this is
happening.
even going to be an hour or if it's just going to be close.
Well, anyways, we can make it a little bit longer by moving on to the Q&A.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone that participates in the Q&A.
Shout out to Wraith because I always am too lazy to open up. If you know what, it's because you sent in like a file and I have to open it. That's what keeps me from
Okay,
asking.
whatever you say.
Maybe I will look them up while you answer your question. Okay, so first question is by Belle on Discord. Have you ever treated a task the way you treat a task in RuneScape? Are people who play RuneScape who just try to do everything as efficiently as possible in real life as well? So, do you treat a task the way you treat a task in RuneScape?
It depends.
Like what the task is?
Yeah, so yes, I guess in multiple regards, because like if it's something I don't want to do, I'll usually figure out the fastest way to do it.
Actually, yeah, that's funny.
So in that regard, yeah, I get pretty efficient about that. But if it's like something that I'm just like kind of interested in, then I'll take forever to do it and do it however I want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also how I do it in RuneScape too. So it's like I guess wood cutting. It's okay, and I'm not gonna two tick teaks even though I've done it before and I know, and it's like okay. I'm probably just gonna go chop yews because that's better for me personally.
Yeah, I don't think I really relate to RuneScape because in RuneScape, I'll just do stuff that I don't want to. In real life, I will actively try to not do stuff I don't want to.
Yeah,
But I think that people who could be very efficient in game, I think the opposite, that they wouldn't be as much in real life because they spend all that time being efficient before. Now they're probably like tired out.
yeah,
Is how I
maybe.
imagine it.
I don't know. It depends.
Yeah. Next question is from Matt on Discord. Should there be more options for the basic shirt, pants, shoes slot? Players can't be naked, so I think there should be a lot cooler, just normal clothing accessories that are also customizable, that essentially do nothing and don't take up inventory or equipment spots. Before I say it, Harger also replied to this, by the way. He thinks that there's already enough clothing options, in his opinion. People just wear armor instead because it's better stats and looks more impressive. If you could customize colors of clothes a bit more, it might be cool. All right, from there, what do you think?
Yeah, it's like kind of one of those things where if you could like change your armor to make it so that it shows, then yeah. But the fact that I've seen a guy in Bandos a million times, or Torva, or
Mm-hmm.
Ancestral. And so the only difference is your skin, which is why everyone gets like the
Colorful
black or the blue
skin.
skin
Yeah,
because it seems more
purple.
interesting. So like that's why it works out for World of Warcraft or like Elder Scrolls because you can customize your gear to like straight up be invisible so that you can see what's underneath like a shirt that you
But how are you
got
gonna
or
show off the
something.
blood Torva?
Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to show that off, that's fine, but yeah, I don't think there's a need for more customization just because it'd be like I still can't see it. It's just ancestral.
I'd be okay with more shoes though, because there's only two shoe ones.
I mean,
There's literally only
it's
two.
going to be Jordans.
It's just no, like the standard ones. It's like
No, I
boots
know.
and slightly bigger boots.
Yeah, I know, but it's just going to be Jordans.
Which ones are Jordans? The bigger ones?
No, the primordial, the prims.
No, I mean from the
I know you're talking about the
Okay,
base
yeah,
ones.
yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's going to just be dragon boots or prims.
Okay,
That's
well, all I'm saying is whenever we made our hardcore GIM, everyone was making fun of me for choosing the big boots.
oh, is that why you stopped playing?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell.
Yeah, they were sending gifts of clowns and stuff.
Oh, okay.
From Harger on Discord as well. How long do you think someone needs to play OSRs before they know if they'll like it or not? What particular activities should they do? Do you think they should watch videos or higher level content as well to see what is to come? And if yes, what content? Asking because I feel like I never would have played OSRS before level 60 or so unless my friends also played. So, how long do you think they need to play before they know?
Um, I think it depends on the player, not so much on the skill level and the experience of the player,
Mm-hmm.
not so much on the amount of time. Just straight up because like if you put in a new player, they might spend like a couple hours in Lumbridge.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you get like a player that's experienced with a lot of other games, they might progress through.
Like explore more.
They might explore more, or they might just be like, I like quests more, and then they start doing quests, and they're like, these quests suck. I don't like this game.
Yeah.
Whereas like a new player might be all like, oh, this is all new, so it's all interesting. But So they might be hooked immediately, or they might just be like, I'm lost, I don't know what to do,
I think that's
so
very common. That's why
I'm
the activity advisor, right?
yeah. So they're like, maybe I'm just gonna go kill some cows or chop some trees. I don't know why I'm doing this though. So yeah, I think I don't know. If I had to say, probably you'll know within like 2 hours.
I was gonna say 10 hours. So you
No.
have a real chance of doing a little bit more and like trying out more skills. Because you could easily just like not know what to do and just be woodcutting for 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
It'd be harder for 10.
I think if you even the reason I said that is because even if you have like a newer player and a more experienced player, and this is just game wise on the whole, not like MMOs, just in general, one person that has played a lot more games and one person that has played fewer games, if they're both armed with like a 20-minute beginner, like what I should do getting into RuneScape video, and then they go play, I think within the first 2 hours, they would be like, oh, this is like too complicated if you're a new player. Like, I feel like you'd think that within the first 2 hours. Or if you're a more experienced player, you'd be like, oh, this is kind of boring. I just want to do like bossing or something, but
Yeah.
obviously that's not available to you. And then you'd be like, oh, well, I don't want to. I don't want to invest the time to get there.
It's so much time invested.
I think within the first 2 hours, you'd kind of get that. After 10 hours, it's kind of more of the same. And I feel like unless you find that like why goal early on within those first few hours, then it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Well, maybe not 10 then, but I still think it should be like at least 5, personally.
Okay.
So what particular activities should they do? I will always say questing.
I won't say that because I would quit.
What did you do to make you stay? Honestly, what also was really fun, beginner, is just killing goblins because they
Yeah.
drop a variety of things, so it kind of feels fun.
Yeah.
And you
So
can sell stuff.
definitely killing stuff
Yeah,
because,
combat's
like,
such a fun part of the game.
I mean, quests, I guess, are cool for those people that like Baldur's Gate and stuff like that, where you're just like sitting there reading quests or listening to quests, but I don't
I like
care.
that.
I don't really know what's happened in any of the quests I've ever done,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like good. Like, I
Okay.
don't care.
You're a hater.
If I was forced to sit through it, I would actively not do
Do
quests.
you think that the quest would be better if there's voice actors? My own question.
Yeah.
Would you be more interested then?
No.
Okay. But it'd be better in general.
It would be better. I still wouldn't be interested, but yeah, because like Elder Scrolls, every single quest in the game is voice acted,
Okay.
and it's more interesting hearing them be like, "Oh, this is the story about goblins," instead of reading, "This is the story about goblins." Like I can't be asked to do that. That's not
True.
happening.
Okay. Do you think that these new players should watch videos of higher level content as well, see what's to come, and if yes, what content?
Um,
I am torn because I personally think no, but I also know people that play because they've heard of raids and stuff.
yeah,
So I mean, maybe if they've seen like, more casual videos, but if they're watching like almost guides, I feel like that could be overwhelming and make someone less interested.
yeah. I think it's kind of like
Hmm.
what I guess kind of similar to what my
Depends.
other answer is like. I think it's going to be 50-50. Like,
Mm-hmm.
really. It's going to be like if someone was armed with the knowledge, like, oh, this is the type of content in the game, this is how long it takes to get there at minimum and on average, it would probably dissuade a lot of people. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I have to spend 500 hours to get into this raid.
It's kind of
I
daunting.
don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people will be like, oh, yeah, I guess I have a lot of time. This seems kind of interesting. Maybe I'll give it a try. Because 500 hours isn't a lot to some
Yeah.
players.
I
So,
guess it's just like to me personally, I remember the first time I ever heard about raids. I had no interest in them. It didn't make me want to level up faster. I was like, "Oh, what's a raid?"
yeah.
That was it.
If like it was like a showcase video, they're like, "Do you want to get into killing big bads? Like, this is the types of enemies you'll fight. These are like the interesting mechanics it'll involve. Play with your friends, get new gear, get money, like that." And then they're all like, "This is how long it takes to get to TOA, chambers, TOB, and then like the skills that you might need to like level or something like that." if they had that, I still think it would be the same. Like
Okay.
it would, like dissuade so many people, or some people would be like, I'm not into raiding at all, so I don't care.
Mhm.
And then beyond that, I don't know what else people are even interested in.
Okay. Yeah, it really is just that.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know what other like stuff people would be interested in for content. I mean, I guess you could show them like if you had like that for PVM, some stuff for PvP,
Some
some stuff,
skilling.
yeah, some stuff for like skilling slash questing.
Mhm.
Then yeah, I think in general it would be the same across the board. Like PvP, people are like, oh, the skill ceiling's way too high. I'm just not even gonna attempt.
Yeah.
Or like questing and sitting at a rock mining for 7 hours isn't really my thing, so I'm just not gonna do that. But
PVM's for you.
yeah, I think in all cases it'd be about like if I had to guess, 50-50, probably way less, but you know,
You'd be
probably
surprised. There's a lot of skillers and stuff, and people who are interested in PvP.
no, I mean just in general, people that are interested in the game.
Ah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think it would turn off 70% of people realistically, and 30% would give it a try and play, and then
Seeing the end game.
no, just playing,
Oh,
and then like a percentage of that would actually stay.
it does help having a friend who plays, because
Yeah,
that's how we were whenever we first started, and
yeah,
then now I'm just really obsessed with it. Unfortunately.
yeah. It sucks because I get that argument and I feel the same way, but I hate it because in my opinion, like it's not a really good game to me if I need another friend to play it
I
for me to
think
enjoy it. Because you could say
more
that for anything.
well, more that makes it fun is talking about what we're doing with each other.
Yeah.
Like now that he's playing again, like I think it's really fun to hear what he's doing and hear about your strategies and stuff.
Yeah, that's
For
true.
me, I guess I'm just rating, so it's not as exciting. But
Yeah.
you're like doing a bunch of things.
I don't know. Yeah. It sucks because it's true, but also I hate the
You don't
answer.
like it.
Just because, like, yeah, you could say that about anything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like League of Legends is one of the most toxic games, but if you have like someone else to play with that you can rely on, it's way less.
Yeah. You just don't want to rely on anyone.
Yeah.
This is turned into a psychological evaluation.
No, not even that. Like, I I, I literally don't know a single game where if you played it by yourself, it's more enjoyable. But if it is just enjoyable by yourself, then I think that's like good enough.
And then RuneScape's enjoyable by itself.
Yeah, RuneScape's okay by itself.
Okay. We'll do one last question. I pulled up Rate's questions, so think about this while I read Rate's answer.
Okay.
But what are the pros and cons of having 0, 1, or multiple grand exchanges in the game? Wraith answered, having no GE is definitely a throwback. It's much easier to merch items, and once again, there's value in collecting and assembling resources that people need. It would be time consuming, and you probably end up with various resource cartels. Probably not feasible anymore. One grand exchange seems to work, although scammers and bots know it's the best place to lure players since it's becoming RuneScape's most important bank. Multiple Gs would be convenient, but you'd split the community and make social interaction less common. I call me old fashioned. I just like having one. For the same reason that it would be like less social. But at the same time, some of the social is just bots, and some of the social is also just people yelling at each other, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, multiple could actually, like, make worlds seem more busy. Because they'd be, like, all over. Maybe one in Prifdinus. One somewhere else I can't think of.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Corinne. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I generally like the idea of a decentralized auction house, grand exchange, whatever you want to call it.
So multiple.
Yeah, so like centralized is like how this game has it, how World of Warcraft has it, where there's really just one that
Mm-hmm.
everyone goes to, which it's not bad, it's not the worst, I guess.
But everyone goes there, so it's not very unique. Or, like, it's too unique. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
It's too unique.
No, it's too, like, obvious that everyone will go there and congregate there.
I don't really even think that's a problem.
I don't know what I'm trying to
I mean,
say.
there's always going to be something that people go to.
Yeah, fair.
Like it doesn't really matter. If there's three of them, for example, then there's going to be an equal amount at three of them.
Yeah.
So it
Or
doesn't.
there'll be one favorite.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think it's interesting more so as a commerce thing because it's like if one had like different prices for this or different prices for that, it'd be more interesting. I guess my only problem is like I'm not sure if they would have different prices.
I would say they all have to be the same price.
I
Because
think
otherwise, it could be too tricky.
no,
You don't think so?
No, that's what they're saying is like, or the way I thought about it is to have each different on its own separate trading branch.
Oh, in my mind, I was just reading it as 3 GEs in case you don't want to hang out in Varrock.
Oh,
But, it's all the same.
that's how WoW does it, where they have multiple, but they're all connected to the same one.
Yeah, I
But
like that idea more.
the way that Elder Scrolls does it is fairly unique, and I kind of like it. But they're called trader or guild traders. So what the guilds do is each guild can bid to own a trader.
It's funny.
And what they do is or they own a spot where they put their trader, and then that allows them to actually sell stuff to other players. Not saying that we need that here, but it's interesting because it makes it so like there's like a lot of them, like dozens and dozens. So it's like you can either just buy whatever this trader has, or you can go to the website that actually congregates everything into like a database, and it'll be like, I'm looking for this item. They're all like, okay, the cheapest item that you're looking for is in this town on this trader. So it's like you can either go to the nearest one, pay more, or you can like go out of your way and teleport all the way to like this random trader and
That
go
could
buy
be
it.
interesting because we already know a lot of people are lazy and would just stay there.
Yeah,
Because
that's
there's so much
why-
stuff cheaper in stores that we just buy at the GE.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was interesting, because it's like if you have, let's say, like maple logs at the one in Prifddinas, and it's 100 GP per log, but if you go to the Grand Exchange in Varrock, it's like 200 GP per log. So it's like, one, there's an opportunity there to buy them from this location and move it to the other location, and there's an opportunity to just save money and go to the cheaper one. Or if you're not, you can be lazy and buy the more expensive one. So it would make commerce slightly more interesting if there were incentives. And by that, I mean, I think they would have to remove the teleports to all the GEs.
No, I wouldn't want them to remove them.
Because
I
at that
love that
point, then it's
telling.
like, oh, people are going to make an add-on and be like, oh, it's in this place. I'm just going to teleport to this place and then sell it there.
Honestly, you underestimate how much laziness I have into opening at my bank, grabbing a tele seed, and telling out. I'd have to open up my bank.
Yeah, well,
I don't have to open up my bank anymore with my cash. I don't even need it on me.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm pretty lazy.
I just think your 5 mithril homes will not really move the market so much.
I have more mithril homes.
But yeah, in general, I don't see too many downsides, so I would be for it, but I'm not like super for it or anything like that.
Yeah, I would agree. I like it more though with the shared items in it though.
Yeah, in general, I am a fan of having some type of central auction house type thing over not. Because they ask 0, 1, or multiple.
No, I definitely would not want 0.
I'm the biggest fan of multiple. 1's okay. 0's not my favorite.
Because I do agree that I think a lot of people just be hoarding stuff and it'd be like cartels low key.
Mostly, I think it just makes the game already has things that you can impose on yourself. If you want to play with 0 GEs, you can play with 0 GEs.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're like removing that, one, it just makes it like it just makes trading more annoying. There's more room for getting scammed. There's more room for like other black markets to appear.
True.
So I generally think having none is worse, and it's kind of been that way in every game I've played that doesn't have one.
Yeah. Okay. Semi-agreed on that one.
Okay.
But that's it for our Q&A this week.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So thanks for asking your questions. Feel free to ask your questions anywhere. Shout out to Belle.
New question asker, Belle.
New question enjoyer. So yeah, if you want to be like them, then feel free to ask us questions anywhere on our social media.
Yeah, our socials, sorry, I didn't realize that was my cue. Our TikTok and Twitter are Bunebapeosrs. Our Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram are all just Bunebape. I stream 4 days a week at twitch.tv/Bunebape. Longer streams on Friday, so come by Friday, PST, if you want to be sure to catch it, because my schedule's been weird. I was also going to say one more thing.
Well,
Never mind.
guess it wasn't that important.
Why did I want to say love you?
Love you too. Thanks again for listening. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and if you did, we'll see you all
Very soon. Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.